The sun wasn't the only thing burning on Tuesday morning in Miami Gardens. The grass at Baptist Health Training Complex didn't just sit there. It had to deal with footsteps, heavy, urgent, determined. The Dolphins kicked off their mandatory minicamp. 3 days that may look like checklists on a schedule, but mean something entirely different when cleats start to dig in. No more soft jogs. No more easy reps. This was business. And when you looked closer, really looked, you noticed the absences, the surprises, the noise beneath the routine. Zach Sieler was back. His name didn't get screamed from the rooftops. He didn't bulldoze into anyone. But there he was, present. After weeks of not being seen during open OTAs, the big man was finally on the field. No 11 on 11s, sure. But that wasn't the story. The story was presence. Showing up. Making it known. I'm still part of this. For a veteran like Sieler, that's a message in itself. He's choosing his moments. He knows where the war begins and when to strike. But while Sieler returned, 2 names stayed in the shadows. Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith. You wait for them. You scan the field. Nothing. No explanation that truly satisfies. Just their absence lingering like an unanswered text. Ramsey, the secondary's firestarter. Smith, the newly signed tight end who's supposed to stretch this offense in new ways. But on this day, they're phantoms. You wonder, strategic rest or silent warning. Then, almost as quietly, James Daniels emerged. You could blink and miss him. Helmet on, guardian cap atop it, blending into the background. But don't let the subtlety fool you. This guy tore his Achilles with the Steelers. A free agent with something to prove. No 11 on 11s for him either, but he was there. Watching. Soaking. Waiting. Wearing that soft-shell helmet protector, like a knight polishing his armor before war. That guardian cap looked strange. Out of place. Yet fitting somehow. Like Daniels himself. Not fully integrated, not fully absent. You start to see patterns. Not just in formations or drills. In stories. Taj Washington wearing red again. That red jersey doesn't lie. It says I'm hurt, but I'm here. Not a quarterback. So that color stands out even more. It whispers injury, but shouts resilience. He didn't fade away. He stayed visible. There's something there, something the coaches see. Because if he were truly out, he wouldn't be in red. He'd be invisible. And there's Tanner Conner, head to toe in orange. That's not a fashion choice. That orange jersey means he was last practice's top player. It doesn't guarantee anything, not in this league. But it does mean people noticed. Coaches noticed. Teammates noticed. In a tight-end room, looking for someone to grab attention. Connor just pulled up a chair at the table. Then came the drills. It started quietly. Quarterbacks and receivers working red zone drills alone. No defenders. But Tyreek Hill wasn't with them. He was off to the side, catching passes from an assistant. Why is that important? Because his wrist, the one that went under the knife in the offseason, was flexing, bending, catching. No brace. No hesitation. Just Tyreek being Tyreek. Maybe a step slower, maybe not. That's the mystery. But he was out there. That's the message. Suddenly a spark. Nick Westbrook-Ikine, who'd been practically invisible in the other OTAs, jumped into focus. A crisp touchdown catch from Tua in the corner. Then another, this time, over the middle in full team work. 2 touchdowns in one day. The kind of leap that changes your standing in a room. One day, he's on the edge of the depth chart. The next, he's in the quarterback's peripheral vision. And that matters more than any media buzz. Then Zach Wilson got a shot. Back shoulder touchdown to Devon Achane. Perfect placement. You can feel the air shift. Confidence brewing. And then, nearly picked by Ethan Bonner. 1 second you're on fire. The next, smoke. That's Wilson in a nutshell. Dangerous in both directions. The rookies weren't just standing around either. Quinn Ewers rolled left, scanned, waited, then zipped it to Andrew Armstrong for a touchdown. Nothing off balance. No panic. Just movement, patience, release. He looked calm. Not like a rookie. At least for that moment. But Ewers wasn't the only one showing his teeth. Grayson Murphy tore through the edge and got to Tua in a blink. Loud contact. No, but loud enough. That kind of speed doesn't go unnoticed. KJ Britt did something similar, only from the middle, exploding toward Wilson before he had time to breathe. These are moments that live in coaches' minds. That film doesn't lie. And Ryan Cooper Jr.? He's been cut. Twice. And now he's back, breaking up a goal line pass like it's personal. Because it is. When you're fighting for your job every snap, every ball in the air is a career waiting to be saved.